Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for coming on by and checking out the early morning vlog. Got the Google Pixel Fold shooting this video at 1080p 60. It is raining. The windshield wipers are going back and forth. Hoping that there is no focus hunting. I've tested this smartphone, this foldable I should say, out quite a few different times in the dark and during the day. I don't know if I actually got a video where it was continuously raining to see if there was going to be any focus hunting issues. But I'm looking over at the Pixel Fold right now, and I don't see anything going on as far as the focus hunting, and that's good. Well, no, it's great. I gotta tell you right now, even though I'm using the Google Pixel Fold, I am literally just thinking about my OnePlus Open.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
I want to take my SIM card back out of the Fold here, the Google Pixel Fold, and throw it back into my Open. That device is just so amazing in so many ways. Even though it doesn't have wireless charging, it doesn't have a full water and dust resistant, the IP68 rating.
The fact that there's not a lot of cases out there for this device, a lot of protection, a lot of companies that support it, and that's still coming from a few case companies that we are familiar with here in North America. But it's I think we're within the week now that we should start seeing these companies like Judia, Poetic, and there was one other, possibly Spigen. I already put one out as far as commodity, but we should start seeing these cases soon. But there's not a lot of support in that area. One other area, that tent mode, man. The only thing I don't like about tent mode is that you have to lift the device, the OnePlus Open, to get to the volume rocker, because when it's in tent mode, the side rail where the power button and volume rocker are going to be sitting on whatever you're sitting your Open on, a flat desk, a table, whatever. Unlike the Google Pixel Fold and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, where you can just flip up the cover display and watch your videos, movies, and the back part of those devices that sit flush on the surface of wherever you're having it sit, you can just reach behind and utilize the volume rockers without having to lift those devices up. So tent mode, not my favorite, but it works. But outside of whatever you want to see as annoying or a negative with the OnePlus Open, it's not enough to take away from the fact that the OnePlus Open is a phenomenal smartphone, a foldable that just gets it done in so many ways. The camera is wow. All right, I decided to flip her around to the front-facing camera. But getting back to what I was saying, I got a lot of pic samples up on the channel that you can check out. OnePlus Open challenging the S23 Ultra, the Google Pixel 8 Pro, the Google Pixel Fold, the Z Fold 5. But what was more interesting was the Open up against the Pixel Fold and the Z Fold 5. A lot of you just really couldn't decide which of the three was the overall winner, whether they were day pics or night pics. It went back and forth. Basically, all three foldables just doing a great job at what I presented through my experience in the pictures that I took. But yeah, overall, point and shoot pictures between all three foldables, it just went back and forth. That was the feedback. So all foldables, basically all three that I have, running the race and basically ending up in a tie. Because when you're going back and forth like that, that tells me that the OnePlus Open is holding its own, as well as the Pixel Fold and the Z Fold 5. So the last area I want to talk about is multitasking on all three devices. The Google Pixel Fold gives you 2 apps to work with, and some of you only want 2, because multitasking it's something that you're going to do, but you're not going to do it a lot. But you mainly want that larger display to make it easier on your eyes. Everything's so much bigger on whatever it is that you want to do with that larger display. I still think that Google should have implemented the ability to use 3 apps and let the user decide on whether they want to do 2 or 3. Now, trust me when I say this. Multitasking really seemed complicated when I first started adopting it into my life. But it got simpler as time went on. The Z Fold 5, you can utilize 3 apps, and learning to multitask on the Z Fold 5 for me was because all 3 apps are going to be on that larger display. It's kind of cluttered. And there's different layouts in how you can move around the different apps on that larger display. It's just something you got to play with. But it got easier over time. Now with the OnePlus Open, what I like about utilizing 3 apps is that you're always going to have the 2 main apps that you choose in the center of the larger display. The 3rd app is either going to be hidden above or below, and you're going to see just enough of it to be able to swipe down or swipe up or over to the right or left, and you're going to see just enough of it, again, to be able to swipe over to it or swipe back to the other 2 apps. It just makes it so much easier. And in my opinion, it's just not as cluttered. Now, a lot of you are really invested into what Samsung has given you to utilize on the Z Fold smartphone foldable series. And you're used to using it. It's giving you a lot of different tools to be able to do whatever it is that you need to do. But for me, again, it's just too much. OnePlus, in my opinion, did it right, especially for you first-time multitaskers. And when you think about that word, it's overwhelming. Trust me, it's the easiest way to incorporate that tool in your everyday life when using a foldable device. Now, this video was never intended to be the video where I announced the foldable of the year, but I'm going to do it anyway. The OnePlus Open. What OnePlus did with the Open, as far as the design, that form factor, the way it looks and feels in hand like a regular smartphone, the simplicity of open canvas with multitasking, the cameras, and so much more, even without certain areas that some of you may see as a negative. In my opinion, it is that much better than the Google Pixel Fold and the Z Fold 5. All 3 foldables are great. It just depends on what you want. But OnePlus, wow, they came out of the gate and yeah, man, they did it right. They did it right. So there you go. The OnePlus Open is the foldable of the year here on Team My Project 13. And with that, thanks for watching this very dark portion of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Any questions, please leave that down below in the comment section. Until my next video, this is My Project 13. God bless you all. Peace. I am out.